Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is Nicole from Wildflower Valley Farm. Today is processing day. Now, I'm doing this by myself, so I don't know if I'm going to get all 11 of these birds processed today. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to see how many I can get done in the time that I have this morning. I am not going to be filming the actual processing itself, but I will show you my setup and I will show you how much I'm able to get done when I'm finished. So my setup is just about as basic and simple as you can get. I have a couple of my largest bowls. One is stainless steel, one is plastic. I don't like to use plastic, but it's what I have as far as large bowls. I would love to have a couple more of these stainless steel bowls, or maybe even a larger one would be fantastic. And just looking at the size of these birds while still on foot, I think that at most I will probably be able to get 2 birds in each bowl. So what I'm going to do when I get these bowls full is I will take them in the house, put the birds in the refrigerator, and if I have time to do more today, then I'll come out and do some more. But I just have these bowls sitting on a bucket to keep them up off the ground. I don't use a table. I hang the birds to process them, and I actually do not pluck the chickens. I don't have a chicken plucker, and I don't have the desire or the time to pluck by hand. So I skin all of my birds when I process them. So I just hang them to do all of that. I have a water hose ready and prepared. I have a bucket for the parts that I do not use. And I don't know how well you're able to see this. It's hard to get a shot of just these strings hanging down. But I have a cable stretched from between 2 buildings that I typically use as my clothesline. And then I just have a couple of strings hanging down with a knot on the end, a loop on the end. I will make a slip knot using that loop. Like that, so I can make it as large as I need to. Put a slip knot around each of the bird's foot and skin and process and rinse everything down with the water hose, put it in the bowl and move on to the next bird. Also, I do not have a killing cone, so I use the broomstick method, and I just have an old wooden stick that was probably out of a rake rather than a broom, but it works great for what I'm doing. And I'm sure you can find other videos on YouTube that demonstrate how the broomstick method works. Again, I am not going to be recording that process, but it's pretty simple. It's very little stress on the bird. The one thing I don't like about it is after the bird has ceased, after it has stopped breathing, his heart has stopped beating, the after death reaction of the muscles, that if you've ever processed anything, you're familiar with what that is. The wings do flop quite a bit, and whereas with a killing cone it holds the bird still. That's the one thing I don't like about the broomstick method, but since I don't have a killing cone, that is what I have available to me. So I'm going to get started, see how much I can get done, and I will see you all in a little while when I am ready to film the after process. So here are the end results. Out of 11 birds, I ended up with 39.5 pounds of meat, not counting the livers and gizzards and things like that. If you add those in, it would have been probably closer to 42, maybe 43 pounds. But just the whole birds, I froze them whole in these shrink wrap bags. And like I said, the whole birds, all of them total, all 11 birds, came up to 39.5 pounds. And I think that is pretty good out of just 11 birds, especially for the first time I have ever raised meat chickens. If you haven't already, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. And be sure to check out the description down below for links to all of our social media accounts. And I will put a link to these bags on Amazon, which is where I purchased these. I'll put a link to those in the description down below as well. Thanks for watching.